Dejan Lovren season isn't going well at Liverpool, and he was heavily criticised following their 4-1 defeat at Tottenham when he was subbed out early on with an injury. With criticism continuing after he was injured in the warm-up before Liverpool's 3-1 against Huddersfield at the weekend, the Croatian centre-back has revealed on Instagram that he has received a death threat to his family. "Horrible what kind of people we have. I don't mind when people talk about me, it says more about them, but I cannot ignore when my family is threatened. I just can't and won't accept that," Lovren said. The 28-year-old received a threat from a user who said they would murder his family in a private message. Lovren labeled the death threat disgusting, and the former Lyon and Southampton defender is sure to be discussed at Jurgen Klopp's press conference on Tuesday. Suffering a thigh injury in the warm-up which saw him pull out of the Huddersfield game at the last minute, Lovren is in a race against time to be fit for the clash against Maribor in the UEFA Champions League on Wednesday. Follow at JPW_NBC Sports. The Columbus Crew couldn't have asked for a better start to their two-legged meeting with 2-seed NYCFC in the Eastern Conference semi-finals. Until the moment it went sour. Until the moment it was set straight. Ola Kamara opened the scoring in the 6th minute, and then a 52nd-minute red card to Alexander Collins saw the home side take a commanding 30 lead behind goals from Artur and Justin Merrim. With Columbus close to bringing the near-perfect result with them on the road to Yankee Stadium, David Villa capitalized on a mistake from Jonathan Mensah to grab a vital 78th-minute NYCFC away goal. But a stunning stoppage-time strike by Harrison Afful restored the 3-goal lead and gave the Crew a fine feeling heading into the second leg. Just 6 minutes into the match, Sean Johnson acrobatically saved a low shot by Federico Higuain, but the rebound fell right to Kamara at the doorstep, who slid to meet the ball and open the scoring. It was a dream start for the Crew, who played in front of a surprisingly thin Mapfre Stadium. David Villa had a chance to level things up for the visitors, but his 2-on-1 effort past the half-hour mark struck the right post. The Crew held a slim halftime lead, but the game would change after the break. In the 47th minute, NYCFC hoped to attack with a corner up front. Defender Alex Collins came up for the scrum, and looking to make space, he lifted an elbow to the face of Justin Merrim, which was caught on VAR and a red card was produced. The sending-off completely altered the dynamic of the match. The Crew picked up 2 more strikes, as 21-year-old Brazilian Artur wrong-footed NYCFC defender Frederick Brilliant for the second after breaking 4-on-2, followed by Merrim, who put one past goalkeeper Johnson, who will be disappointed not to save the ball shot straight at him. With the Crew cruising, a big mistake cost them. NYCFC looked to bypass the midfield and pump long balls forward, and it worked. With 12 minutes to go, Jonathan Mensah slipped trying to clear, and Villa was there to turn and fire a critical away goal. The game exploded open after the Villa goal, with both teams wasting big chances in the final 10 minutes, but the Crew solidified its position with the clock winding down. Halfway through 4 minutes of stoppage time, weaving Harrison Afful sent no fewer than 4 defenders flopping to the ground before finishing calmly to put the Crew 41 up and restore the significant advantage. A goal fitting to win a two-legged tie, but knowing what kind of offense awaits us at Yankee Stadium, the matchup is far from over no matter the midway advantage. Follow at _bonfire. Jurgen Klopp has been in charge of Liverpool for just over 2 calendar years, but according to Premier League vet James Milner, things just haven't come together yet. With Liverpool sitting in 6th position in the Premier League table and set to take on MK Maribor in Champions League play on Wednesday, the 31-year-old claims Liverpool still needs time to get things right with the squad. "We have had injuries and I think we are waiting for it to click," Milner said ahead of the game. "We have shown glimpses. When we showed it in Maribor, it was pretty devastating. We have to be on top of our game, set the tempo and come out all guns blazing." Milner is referring to the reverse fixture of this matchup when they clobbered the Slovenian side on the road in Eastern Europe 14 days ago. Following that match, however, the Reds came home and lost to Spurs at Wembley Stadium 4-1, followed by a 30 win against Huddersfield. That inconsistency is what has thus far kept Klopp from challenging for the Premier League title. Aside from a run of 4 consecutive wins in mid to late August, Liverpool has not won back-to-back games all year across all competitions. Coming off that Huddersfield triumph, Klopp would do well to keep the run going as they head back to the English capital for a meeting with West Ham this coming weekend. Follow at _bonfire. Atletico Madrid suffered an embarrassing draw at home against Azerbaijani club Qarabag, the second time they failed to beat the Champions League Minos. But it wasn't all bad at Wanda Metropolitano on Tuesday. More Champions League Tuesday wrapped. 24-year-old Ghanaian midfielder Thomas scored an incredible goal worth watching over and over and over again. Qarabağ defended well all match despite an onslaught from the home side, who put up 35 shots, 11 of them on target. Their solid defending was on display in this sequence, dispossessing a number of Madrid attackers and keeping them away from the center of the field. Enter Thomas. He takes a skillful backheel flick from Antoine Griezmann, and when nobody expected him to tee it up from an absurd distance, he does just that. Not only does the shot have astonishing pace, the camera angle behind the midfielder catches the curl on the shot, which is breathtaking. The shot finishing off the fingertips of Ibrahim Ziyech is a fitting end to the strike as it nestles in the top corner, agonizingly out of reach. What a hit. Qarabağ can feel unlucky, because there is no way the defenders should have thought to close him down. The goal is the second of the season for Thomas across all competitions, and his first since he scored in garbage time of a 5-1 obliteration of Las Palmas in late August. The result is a tough pill to swallow, but it's hard to stop watching that wonderful strike. Take a bow. Follow at _bonfire. When you play well and you take your chances, you always have more chances to win games than the opposition team. Patrick Vieira is sticking to the simple and obvious as NYCFC gets set to defend its 2 seed in the East against 5-seeded Columbus in the first round of the MLS playoffs. With an 8:00 p.m. ET kick. Follow MLS first-round scores. Play-by-play. NYCFC has been led by David Villa, who finished second in the Golden Boot standings, but Vieira has been impressed not by one crew member, but all of them. What I love about Columbus is the collective game, Vieira said. When the collective is good, that allows the individual to show how good they are. With the game set to take place at MapFresh Stadium, the crowd should be fired up by the recent rumors of Columbus relocation. The atmosphere is expected to be incredibly hostile to the opposition, and supportive of its hometown team. Recent rumblings have energized the Columbus fan base, and that should keep the place bumping all night. New York's collective is pretty strong too. With Villa the star, players like Yangel Herrera and Rodney Wallace are just as important to the unit. Herrera especially is the anchor of a midfield that often decides NYCFC's fate in matches. Who will get the advantage in the first leg? Follow along with the link above. Follow at _bonfire.